Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I spent a lot of time here conceptualizing, and I came up with a concept. It was a good idea. Then I started getting into it, wondering what the hell I got into. So this is one of you start, didn't know how I was gonna finish. So bear with me. I said I can get through this and make it work. We're gonna talk about P Funk's philosophy on how dark gives into light. It was gonna be a fight against night and day, day and night. So I don't know how it became light and dark. So let's see if I can make it work. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it going, do what we do. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. Somewhere there's a message in here. I give you I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. What's going on here with my little net thing going here? We got a good thing going. Let's continue. All right, let's do what we do. I don't know what's happening. All right. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. Pay attention. I got you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yeah, be true. Right thinkers, let's go with P Funk's philosophy on how dark gives into light. It's a constant fight. And you think light is winning when it got dark. No, darkness go into the background. Let me talk. Let me try to get this lesson out. I had a good idea about it when I started. I'm like, uh-oh. Let's go. All right. Darkness means devoid of light. You ever see a checkerboard? What come black? What comes first? Dark, black, then white. Okay. So dark is void of light. Okay. But light ain't really void of dark. Why? Because light leaves a shadow. That's the dark hanging around saying, I ain't went nowhere. I'm still here. Okay, don't get it twisted. I ain't went nowhere. I like that idea. So I started with that. And it became a whole different lesson. I'm still going to pull it together now. All right. So light is not devoid of the dark. Again, cast a shadow. And not to get ahead of the lesson, we take it step by step, try to walk through this one. All right. Dark can exist, okay, without light. But the light that's in the dark, that's the spark, that's what they call God. That's the light that's inside the dark that comes out. Okay, that's the concept. But light don't take away darkness. It just pushes it to the side, so to speak. Okay, something like that. But I listened to somebody, he broke it down, so I said, I can work with that light and dark. Now I got it. I said, but man, you might have been off more than you could chew with this light and dark. I'm gonna put it my way. How about that? I ain't gonna try to give it the way you got it because I had an idea that he had. But light will cast a shadow. So what? Darkness is still around. He ain't present, but he ain't the star, but he's still there. You got a shadow. You can always see shadow every yet. You see light, there's a shadow. And moving on. Light overshadows the darkness. Not dispels the darkness. It's still there. Like I was saying, it goes into the shadow, falls into the background. I'm still here, So yeah. All right. So that's the concept. I'm gonna go with the light and dark. Darkness, let light be light. Darkness can distinguish light, okay, but it can do without the light, okay. Darkness is the other half of light. You got light, you got that dark. You got right? Got to have wrong. Opposites. That's the perfect example. Really, was the whole purpose of it. Was my whole lesson was to show you the opposite in light and dark. I don't know how I got this lane, so let me get down this rabbit hole and get out of this. All right. So darkness goes into what? Darkness don't take over light, aka you got darkness can overtake light. Why? The black hole. Nothing escapes, not even light. Okay, hits the black hole. So dark rules dark by itself. Okay, that thing we got called the sun. If it ever go out, it's a wrap. Okay, so we being in darkness ain't good for us. Okay, not ton of animals, yeah, but not man. Wow, we need light. Okay, plants need light. Okay, we need that thing. Okay, solar energy, we need that. Now we got everybody with solar what? Suck up the light. The moon do it all day. It suck up all the sunlight, and at night it illuminates. Okay, but if darkness, what was that? Okay, if darkness and light got into a fight, who do you think would win in the end? Light that can't get extinguished. Darkness will give in to light, but it ain't went nowhere. It's still there. Got it? So nobody. Okay, that's the concept. All right? That's why they got it like that. Ain't no one no better than the other. Right now, we're fighting good and evil. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. So during the fight with nature, it's gonna always be that way. That's the ever going fight. If darkness let go, okay, darkness let go into the, what a fight. Okay, Apophis, because we call him Apap. He represents darkness. That's the serpent, the big giant serpent that's circling around the world that Rob fights off in the do-out every night. He represents darkness. He was first. When they were born, Rob, they said Rob and Apophis are brothers. The other end of the spectrum. Symbolically, metaphorically. If you got light, you got to have dark. If you got dark, you got to have light. You got to have an opposing. You got, in order for it to break, two opposites got to come and celebrate concept. Okay, in order to exist. But in the doo-wop where dark rules, because the sun is what up doing this thing on earth. But when he come into the doo-wop, the doo-wop get lit up. Doo-wop don't shut the sun down. No, he just want to keep it from coming back to shine on us. He want to hold it and swallow it and keep it in darkness in the doo-wop. Rod ain't playing that. He turned into a cat, sent set men out there, cut Prophet's head off and go on by his business. But again, soon he come back, Prophet's right there again waiting for him. That's an ongoing story. That's nature. See, nature's circular. It keep going around and around. That's called reciprocity. It cause one gives, other receives. One receive, the other one gives, the other one receive. So they keep each other going. That's nature. That's the law of nature. That's how it goes. You can't have all dark, can't have all light. Simple. Okay, that's the duality. That's what Mayat represents. He put Mayat in charge to make sure we got two opposites working together. All right. And where we at? Now we doing it better. Apophis swallows Rob in the doo-wop, meaning he covers him up. When the sun, right now, when he go into the doo-wop, we in the darkness. And we look for that morning is when the sun come up. If we don't come out of darkness, this is a wrap. Plants will start dying. We won't last long. Okay, well, we need that thing up in the sky, that light. Okay, and if it don't get out, life on Earth, as we know it, party's over. All right, but now, okay, light don't erase the dark, don't extinguish the dark. It just lights up and push the dark to the side. But then now we have shadows. What's the shadow? Dark. And the light is, you can see it right there. See? Okay, everything casts a shadow. But at high noon, the way they built some stones where they sit, they didn't cast a shadow. Okay, we had a bunch of stones like that. You see in Egypt, when it's at the high, there's no angle to get the prism going. So it's just nothing, no shadow. Okay, they knew the stones. But this is all ancient concepts that they actually did and understood. Now, at high noon, when Ra's at his highest point, when he's doing his thing, there's some stones that don't cast shadows. Okay? Pyramid won't have a shadow if you go head over top, but it won't cast a shadow. All right? And when you do see the pyramid, but how many sides of the pyramid? You got 8 different sides. 2 sides to each side, then the bottom. Okay? 9-sided. 9 is what? Completion. Numbers are significant. Check out my man Lois Strayhorn, but he break that number thing down for you. You want no numbers? Check him out. He bring them to life. All right. Where we at? Then the sun rays cast shadows, and they call prisms, depending on the angle. That's why you see at the rainbow that you see up in the sky, that's the sun prism coming down and hitting just right where it sounds all 7 different colors right there in the rainbow. Okay, again, nature, and that's 7. It's significant from ancient times. Okay, it represents a lot of stuff. And when light comes into darkness, darkness will what fade into what becomes shadows. It ain't went nowhere. You just okay. I'm wasting my time. You leave. I just engulfed in darkness again. Okay, that's the concept. All right. Light makes darkness what spread out. Okay, scatter, so to speak. Where they not. Oh no, he got to go. He got to find something to reflect like to be a shadow of it. So he needs something to become the shadow. A lit room will be a lit room. No shadow. What? Ain't no movement. Ain't no light reflected. So shadow ain't none in certain positions. And darkness don't mind giving into light. It just want light to give into darkness. And it ain't doing it. Light ain't doing it. And darkness ain't will not be dark. And immovable force, an unpenetrated object, unstoppable force. They're gonna clash. And it's gonna yep. And they're not gonna happen. Why? Because he's gonna be him, you're gonna be him to continue on. Okay? And watch this. Darkness don't need light to exist. Darkness is on its own. Okay? But it know when light come, this. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, darkness exists on its own, but light will also put it in the background. Darkness is like the athlete who likes to play, right? Yeah, but he can't play all the time. You have to rest. You got to get your rest. So light is the rest part. So you can look at it, break it any way you want. I just use that analogy to show you. Whatever it is you do, you got to take a break. No, nothing's just ain't no constant. Okay. No. Only thing that works constant is this thing right here. It don't stop. It don't shut down. Your conscious, unconscious, subconscious, they work in shifts, okay, in the physical body. And darkness is what, to us, is a lack of knowledge, okay? You can what? Enlighten yourself with knowledge and take the spell of darkness out, okay? Darkness is not known. You start information, it gets a little less dark, and now you got a full-blown light, okay? Turn the light on. All right, but before there was light, what do we have? The opposite. But darkness, okay, aka represents ignorance. And we all will give into what? Enlightenment. I would rather be in the light than in the dark. Simple as that. If you like the dark, then you like being ignorant. Some people can survive like that, living on that idea, that concept. I'm not one of them. Darkness and light, like yin and yang. You can't have one like the other. They opposites and they attract. Darkness wants the light to what? To be dark. Light wants the darkness to what? To light up. See, we're going with that conception. I don't know what happened. Let me wrap this thing up. I'm gonna get out of here. This thing got me messed up. All right. Now, before we had light, where were we? Let there be what? Light. Where was the light before? It's in dark. It was in dark. It just came out. You pulled it out. Okay, that's the concept. But darkness versus light, yin and yang, opposites. They need each other. Okay, for it to work. Before we had light, we just wasn't nothing going on. In the dark, wasn't nothing happening. That's the concept, okay? You can't do nothing in the dark. You can't manifest. You can't do nothing in the dark but sleep. Moving on. Light don't take over the dark. It just shines, and the dark is always what? Lurking in the background, a.k.a. the shadow. So it's going to give in. It's going to, like the ego, it'll give in to Haru. But it ain't went nowhere. He's still right there. You ain't got to kill it, destroy it. No, just put it in a position where when you need to do what it do, let it do what it do then. Until then, you just chill. When the light come around, dark got to chill. That's all. When light ain't around, dark a bad man. I'm the man. Yeah. I got this. Do out his mind till what? Till Rock come through. Change all that. All right. But, all right. Light, Ra, never stop shining. If that thing that we watch going around, that we go around, if it stop burning, all hell to pay. Why? Because that's when we be catching it. All right, won't be good for us. All right, the sunshine, where the sun shines, wherever if travel in the dewap to the earth, if it didn't come out the dewap, come back to shine on earth, not good for us. So the idea is what? Good always prevails. The sunlight is good. Dark is bad. Okay, they clash. Who wins? For us, we need the sun to what? It win at least win half the fight. Okay, you got to lose the whole fight, but you got to win half the fight. What, you gonna give us some light? So that means while we are fighting for 12 hours, we need you doing your thing. That's what we getting on Earth. And to do what we can suffer through that until he do what he got to do. He come back and take care of us. The Savior, I call it the Messiah. What other nonsense? It's the sun. We know that. And back to Duat. The Duat represents darkness. When the sun is up here, Duat is cold. And Duat, fine, yeah. But they know when that damn, oh, here we go, is on, okay? I tell the story when Rod come down, when the boat, when Rod come down, he has strings and ropes hanging off. And those who swing, he get close enough, they gonna jump out and get on up out of there. All right. But Ra is the light, aka the sustainer of life. That's what it represents. It gives the earth what? Life. It gives humans substance. It takes care of the land, everything we need. So that is our savior. The Muslims, not the Muslims, but the Jews and Masons. They're not sun worshippers. What you mean? They moon worshippers. Moses was the moon man. Okay, well that nothing. The horns, that's the half crescent moon. The Muslim moon worshippers don't even know it. So the idea, why? They meet at night. You never do Masonic business in the daytime. You notice that, Masons? Y'all didn't know that? Oh, I'm just trying to help y'all. I ain't you know what. We meet at night. On the auspicious is what? Of the dark, sorry, deck heaven. You know the story. Okay, why is that? They don't tell you we moon worshippers. We Jews. Indirectly, okay? Jesuits, as y'all call them. But, all right, let me wrap this up. Ra is the life sustainer of the earth. Without him, there's nothing. So, yeah, we got to worship that. That's just common sense. Same way they worship the moonlight at night. I have no problem with that. Okay, wrapping it up again. Just want to get this concept out there. I started out one way. I don't know how I end up, but there's a message in here somewhere. If you can figure that out, let me know. All right. All right, here we go. Apophis, the giant serpent that goes around the earth 3.5 times. And every night when Ra got to go deal with him, he got to call out all his boys, okay, to get through. And Ra always tries to stop Ra from what? Shining. And he fails every night. He ain't stopped since beginning of time. He's still fighting to keep Ra from shining. And Ra still shining. Every night he got to go do battle. So I've been doing these shows now 6 years. I understand repetition and consistency, but for eternity, that's a long time. Think about it. When you get done here, if you do what you're supposed to do here, you go on into eternity, immortality. You become one with God. That's where he resides, in immortality. Become one with him, and you can share that too. All right. And guess what? The goal is for you to do that and know who you are. No need to be in eternity not knowing who you are. You can't go if you don't know who you are. Hence, know thyself. Right things, I appreciate you. And in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers will now have a better understanding between darkness and light and passed away.